Hi everyone! Yeah, it's good to be back. I hope everyone's doing fine. Alright, so today a little bit of anatomy, because I need to create some anatomy plates for my lessons, so I figured. Hi Maya! How are you doing? So I need to create some like plates, so I'm gonna just start with a hand today, because this is going to be good for me to like sort of relearn what I've done. So I'm gonna do a drawing plus painting of the structure of the hands, the bones, everything. Hi Maria! This paper is it's some random color paper. Hi Kate! Hi Fabrizio! It's too bad, man. Hi Jim! Yes, I'm really fine. So today, because I'll be following this Anatomy for Artists book by Fritz Scheider. This is not necessarily a good reference, I don't know about it, I just have it. It has plates. Whatever, like, I think there's no, like, really... There are some good books. I have a few in... I have a few others, but I'm just going to follow this one for this. Hi Daniel! Hi, yeah, everyone, absolutely everyone. Hi Daniel, Jim, I already saw you. Alright, so let's do it. Because I'm going to do a hand, like it's basically like, I'm gonna create a facing from this side, so not exactly like this one. I'm gonna use this very old kindergarten trick. It looks stupid, I know, but I'm going to just use this, and as a training I'm going to paint the bones inside. Yay! So you don't really see. Hi Vicky! So now I have my, like, the outside, the silhouette of my hand. I'm gonna just paint the bones inside. This is tricky, and the hand is a tricky part to paint. So I think many people will see that it's a good thing. So I'm gonna just do a very simple grisaille. So just use some, not too much raw under. Yeah, well, kindergarten tricks are always the best, the most simple. So white, raw umber, and I'm going to use ivory black if I still have some. Alright. Just a little bit of medium because my white is very stiff. Okay. All right. I'm just going to prepare some paint and then I'll do the drawing the bones and the structures inside the hand. We don't see anything here. Let me. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. There's still this reflection problem. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on the palette though. It's just like a very simple grisaille palette. Alright, so I've got 5 values. This should be more than enough. Okay. So how's everyone doing today? I hope the chat is working fine. Okay. So this is like some very tricky names for bones, which I'm gonna spare you. But basically we're going to start with so we've got a lot of little bones. which are called the carpal bones. They just like sort of form this area of the bone. I'm gonna start drawing them. Can I have, like, I don't have chat. Do you have chat? Can you hear me? Because I can't read anything. I don't have anything on chat right now. Maybe you're not very talkative, or okay. No. Yeah, exactly, Dal. Why do it the hard way when you can use your own hand? And especially because it's even more it's even better to just have the envelope and sort of put the things inside. It's even better to, like this, like sort of see how the bones and the actual structures, what you think is just some kind of angle in the hand is actually somewhere where you have a bone or something. It's working. Okay. Okay, I think. Oh yeah. Oh wow. It was just my chat. It had some delay, so I received a lot of things at once. Salut Kid. Yeah, I do recommend Charles Barg drawing course. Absolutely. Chat is fine. Yeah, it's working, but I just had a rush of comments all at once. Okay, so let's do this. So these bones in here are not really gonna bother too much. They're like, but this is important. Like you see, if you see this angle here, like this angle, so basically right here you have a bone that starts right here already, and it sort of goes this way. So see this little bump here? It's because of this bone. So this bone allows you to place the rest of the bones. So all the way to the metacarpal, you have these. So it should be. I'm doing the research at the same time because I don't know everything from the fingers. So hi Shelly. Yeah, my holiday was really cool. Thanks. Hi VIP Roach. Hi Vlad. Hi Cesar. Let me think, because on my view here, on my plate, it's in the other direction. So like this and this. So it should be here. Yeah. It's super long in comparison. So I don't know how it connects right here. I'm not sure. I'm not doing a lesson on anatomy or anything. I'm learning anatomy by doing this. So don't think that this is something to take home. So you have like all these, but these are not necessarily what you really see. It's also important when studying the hand to study all these tendons and veins, because you don't necessarily see the bones. You only see them really when you make a fist like this, and you can see the bones sort of inside, but like most of what you see are not the bones. It's actually just tendons that are like sort of over it. Like, look at this. So the bones are actually inside here. Oh, yeah. Maybe actually this should be a little shorter. If you study at the same time, and if you have a plate at the same time, don't hesitate to tell me if I do make a mistake or. Yeah, hey Electra. Yeah, don't hesitate to tell me if you see like I have something wrong. I'm not 100% sure of my anatomy, especially of the hand, especially of the bone structure. Like the bone structure is only important when it comes to the fingers. Like the inside, it's not that crucial to understand the bone structures because it's mostly tendons. This is like another bone here, creating this bump. So I'm gonna try to understand how it works. It's like another bone, but it's one of the carpal bones. So it's a little bit smaller. You don't necessarily have to draw everything when studying anatomy. For the artists, actually, what matters is just the structures that are that can be seen from the outside. This is the only thing you really need. But I'm just trying to learn a bit more, just because. All right, so we have. Yeah, exactly, I'm a slow painter. There's nothing wrong about it. But I say like where I was before, where I was studying, I was amongst the fastest painters and fastest to draw and everything. So it really depends on what school you are from. And like here, there's a tiny But seriously, I think that the shape of these don't really matter that much. It's a lot of weird shapes. Alright, so like yeah, exactly. I'm gonna make a bone study on this side, and I'm gonna make a complete study on this side. So yeah, actually studying bones is not crucial for anatomy. What really matters is actually studying the silhouette of the thing. Like if you can study, like there's a bump here and there's an angle here, I mean you can have no actual knowledge of what's inside and be fine with it and draw and paint anatomically correctly without even like actually knowing what's inside. Just like everything else. Anatomy is really not needed, not necessarily. But like for the hand, it's interesting. It's interesting to know. Like because after you've done the complete study, what you want to do is actually simplify it to the maximum and see. But once you simplify it, the problem if you simplify too much is you lose what makes a hand actually a hand and give it its shapes. So it's cool to know. Hi, Drinky. Oh, bye, Vlad. It was really great, Drinky. Thanks. I've got pretty long fingers, so I'm not sure if they are representative of every person's fingers. Yeah, well, face is like the anatomy of the face is basically portrait study. The hands is unlike portraits where you really want to get the likeness and the difficulty comes from the likeness. A hand, I mean, any sort of things with 5 fingers looks like a hand, but it's looking like a convincing hand is a whole different story. So yeah, this is why it's important to spend some time on the hand. Try to understand, because you want to understand how come it's so mobile, because they always change, but some places rotate and some other don't. You just want to understand. But basically, if you want to simplify the hand to the maximum, which is what I want to talk about later, is I wanted to make a sort of a thing like this. Oh. To really simplify a hand, you actually don't really need to draw the fingers. You would do something like this. So this is the same hand, but like this. And it actually has a shape more like this when the fingers are closed and the thumb so this would be like the simplified hand. It's sort of a double more than something, because if you want to simplify and start doing fingers, and if you see it in 3D, you would do something like this. Here it rotates. I'll show you how to simplify and everything when I'm finished with this. But yeah, they're very hard to do because they move so much, and we always see them. It's hard to trick people into believing that something is correct when it's actually not. People can really see what is a poorly drawn hand. Just like for a bad portrait, people see when it's bad. Here is you started anatomy while watching my streams? I've never talked about anatomy, Maya. But it's good that you studied it on your own. Never really talked about this. Never really covered this subject. Hi, Professor Pancake. What do I think about Picasso and Modigliani? About Picasso, I think good for him. He wanted to be famous and he succeeded. And Modigliani, I think, yeah, it doesn't look good. Okay, let's start painting these bad boys. Yes, everyone is alright. How about you? How are your horses? Do you have several horses? Just one? Oh, okay. Yeah, getting overwhelmed by details is not good, that's true. I need a smaller brush. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Okay, you really take care of when people come to your stall to rent your horse, like to ride them. Do you take care of other people's horses too? I'm going to paint the bones right now. Because actually I want to sort of create some plates just for reference for me or for students. So I'm gonna just, I'm gonna create a hand here, like hand, probably smaller hand studies right here. It's just to have a reference just for me or for students who would need it. Oh yes, you can go wash your hand if you put your finger on your palate. I rarely watch movies, so I can't talk about it. Merci Colline. Salut Tino Théorie. Hi JM. Do we eat croissant regularly? Not necessarily. Well, like usually people that go to the bakery every day, they can bring croissant every day. Like some people actually go to the bakery every day. The photo is in my book, so it's right here. But I would really love to eat croissant every day, if I could. No, that's not a. It's not a thing. We have all sizes, of course. I'm using raw umber, ivory black, and titanium white. Hi Esther. I'm figuring out most of the shadows in my hands, in my head, so of course it might not be perfect. But it's I try to follow the volumes that they that they give in the book, just to try to sort of. Yes, the painting is on paper. Et Gara, ça fait 3-4 ans. Same question in French and English at the same time. Cute polymer clay. It's been 3 or 4 years. Yeah, thank you, but I've been drawing a lot before I started painting. I didn't really pick a brush before I was really good enough at drawing. And this, I have to say, is very important. Do not rush into painting. Salut Marie-Hélène. So the music is you know what, Yasha, the best for you to get the music, it's music played by my friend Alexandre Sorel, which is a musician, and he actually played this piece and he gave me permission to use his music. So I've used it on the video with my drawing of with my charcoal drawing, my latest charcoal drawing video. So the best for you is probably to go there, and because I've put the link to his work where you can get his work and buy the CD if you're interested. Alexandre Sorel, S-O-R-E-L. Yeah. Qu'est-ce qui m'a plu dans la peinture à l'huile? C'est la plus agréable à utiliser, tout simplement. Enfin, pour moi. Elle sèche doucement, elle est onctueuse, les couleurs changent pas. Il y a beaucoup d'avantages à utiliser la peinture à l'huile. Il faut aller par-delà son apparente complexité, son apparente difficulté. Beaucoup de gens s'imaginent que la peinture à l'huile c'est le truc le plus dur du monde. En fait, c'est un peu technique, il y a quelques obstacles techniques à lever d'abord. Et puis quand on a passé ça. Yeah, Alexandre Sorel, but the music is not from him. It's from a Brazilian composer called Ernesto Nazareth. Which was pretty much forgotten, and this is just my friend Alexandre that had the idea to replay it, and he sort of rediscovered this artist. Ernesto Nazareth. No, it's more like Ernesto. It's a Brazilian composer. Nazareth. But just click the description box of my charcoal video, like the portrait, the charcoal portrait that I made. You'll see. Wait a minute. This is there's sort of like a bowl here at the end, but it's not as defined. So I made, I think, too much of a ball. Sort of. No, this is Enrique. This is an actual natural brush. Same brush. Could use a synthetic because this is not. This is just a study. It's not meant to be perfect. Hi, Tiber Island. No, it's red sable. Oh my god, so much drama. What happened this time? Avec quel produit mélangez-vous les peintures à l'huile pour adapter au mieux le fluide? Je mélange avec ce qu'on appelle un médium. J'ai une vidéo sur ma chaîne en français et en anglais sur les médiums. Tu peux aller voir sur ma chaîne, Marie-Hélène, taper la vidéo sur les médiums pour voir. Tu auras toutes les réponses de façon très précise à tes questions. Yeah, it's a painting paper, VIP Roach. It's paper like special paper that has been prepared especially for oil paper, for oil painting or acrylics or whatever. But like painting on paper is okay, but you have to prime, like you have to seal the paper. This one is already sealed, like I buy it prepared like this. But you can use watercolor paper and just put some gesso or acrylic matte medium or whatever product that seals. And this paper is also textured to sort of replicate the impression of canvas. Du coup, l'huile de lin, c'est un médium, oui. Tout ce qui... En fait, le médium, c'est ce qu'on appelle aussi communément le véhicule. C'est-à-dire que tout ce qui permet au pigment de se répandre sur la toile, c'est un médium. Parce qu'en fait, les pigments, c'est de la poudre. Si on les utilise comme ça, bah c'est du pastel ou voilà. Et si on les utilise avec quelque chose de fluide, qui durcit après un certain temps, c'est ce qu'on appelle un médium. Donc tout l'huile qui est dans l'huile qui est contenue à l'intérieur du tube de peinture, c'est un médium. Tout est un médium, tout ce qui sert à transporter et à appliquer la peinture à l'huile à partir du moment où ça sèche au bout d'un certain temps. Et de la même façon que l'eau est un médium pour l'aquarelle, et ainsi de suite. No, I'm fine, Maya. I'm fine. I'm sad for you if bad things happen to you. I just don't want to make everything public for the replay, because after that it stays forever. So some things I prefer not to include them. for your own sake, in my opinion. But it's fine, Maya, if you want to talk about it, you can. I just don't like say whatever. But you can talk and chat. Because basically chat doesn't last, so if you regret something, it doesn't appear. But if I talk about it, and if you regret it afterwards, nothing I can do. Data Brownie or pinking paper. I've never tried Data Brownie. Is it good? Hi Snipes. Hello. Hello Snipes. How are you doing today? Yes, Stefan. Thank you, Snipes. It's an X-ray vision of my own hand. If you rewind the stream, you will see that I use like the funniest kindergarten technique for drawing hands. And now I'm painting the hands, the bones inside. It was a very, very sophisticated technique for drawing the silhouette of this hand. I used the most secret knowledge of the old masters for doing that, and yeah, it was very hard. I thought I'd never get it, but finally I got it. Like, I should make a video tutorial about it, about how I made the silhouette of my hand, because this was amazing. Okay, bon appétit, Professor Pancake. Yeah, I'm gonna use, but I have to stretch like into, because I would have a hard time getting my foot up there. It's hard. So I'm just gonna do the hand today, and I have my canvas much lower for the foot. Yeah, the foot is not as interesting, because like usually people have more trouble painting and drawing hands than feet. Like feet, basically you can cover them with a shoe, and that's it. All the difficulties is out of question. So I'm focusing today on hand, because I want to keep this as a reference for my lessons for my students, because I have the questions very often. So I want to create this one, first of all for me, to learn a little bit about it, and then how it's made, how everything is assembled. And I'll keep the painting as a reference. Je passe sur du papier à peindre de chez Canson. Salut Creed. Yeah, I don't always listen to this. As I said, this is what YouTube allows me to use without striking me with a copyright infringement. It happened once that I had like 30 seconds of copyrighted material that wasn't supposed to be played on this playlist, and YouTube immediately flagged me. So this comes from the YouTube audio library, and this is fair to use. Merci Stéphane, pas de soucis, à la prochaine. Donc la main de Dieu. No, Maya, come on, don't let it destroy yourself. Oil painting is normally a way to just, in fact, cut yourself from all this. And like sort of abstract yourself. You're better than this. Hey Mike. Nah, this happens, Mike. This happens. You were drawing, you lost track of time. Happens to every one of us. Yeah, hands are probably equally as hard as portraits to paint and draw. The good thing is that they are secondary, so you can always hide them if you don't want to paint them. There's all sorts of tricks, and plus you can position them in a more convenient manner to sort of not have to paint them. But yeah, generally they're probably just as tricky as portraits. Portrait, you have to train and get better at it. But hands, like, some people never really focus too much on hands. So it's always a good idea to train a little bit. Et merci Tino, à la prochaine. Yeah, that's it. That's the way, Maya. Just block everything from the outside world, everything that's disturbing to you, and just do your art. When everything sucks, art is the solution. can even express all the bad feelings and use them creatively. This actually has a lot of potential for you if you can see it from the right angle. Yes, you can't. Yes, you can't post anything in the chat. Yeah, do something, Maya, to just use this this anger that you have. Use everything creatively. Something like the easiest thing you can do. Drawing could be a good idea. Arthur, partly, because I didn't finish the program. So it was too expensive. So I tried to compensate by myself. Snipe, you're the sniper of painting. It's actually more the sniper of colored pencil. Isn't that your specialty? Yeah, that's why I thought painting is harder than drawing. Nah. It's an old debate. If you ask me, I'd say painting should come after drawing. That's for sure. But I would say that painting is an extension of drawing. Like drawing is like having the head, and painting is like having the legs to go further. Yeah, exactly. I had to take a year off from my job to actually follow 1 year of these, which was a great experience, but I couldn't like finish the whole program. You can't send cash. The feature is not available in your area. What feature? Well, painting is not hard because of this. Painting is hard for most people because most people want to start painting not being good enough at drawing. And this is a very classical argument because like the world of art has seen a lot of artists that were not trained for drawing and became famous for painting. But like if you want to paint realism, most of the time, if you're good at drawing, it's gonna make your day at painting a lot easier. Like for instance, let's say I've never touched paint before, and I just want to paint a black and white thing like this. If I'm good at drawing, it's going to be, the challenge is only going to be, okay, how can I control this paint? What do I do with the brush? Whatever, all this. So it's manageable. But if you're not good at drawing, you're going to say, okay, how do I get the proportions? How do I get the values? Why doesn't it look good? How come it's not how I see it in my head? Everything you're going to ask yourself, and you'll still have all the problems from painting. So painting is not necessarily hard. It's just that you really have to be ready, sort of, for painting. Yeah, or you can do You can go to a flea market and look out for like people sell some old sculptures that they have laying around in the house. Just have to be able to make the difference between a traditional cast that was really molded on the original and like a bad garden reproduction, because people sell everything. But I found some original moldings. I was pretty happy. Just like by searching around. Yeah, Barg is really good for learning on your own. It's a great start. Salut Chris! Build it. No, because I'm doing a detailed version of the hands of each bone individually. This is mainly why I do that. Like, and also because I don't really have a reference for the shadows. I'm making them like from my head. So I have to sort of imagine a light coming from this direction, sort of like here, and hitting the bones. I'm trying to follow the structure of my book. I have another book right there, but it's mostly hatching. So yeah, I have to follow every shape and try to see it sort of 3D. This is mostly the reason why I painted it like this. But I'm not gonna color this. This is a bone cutter. It's gonna stay like this. Well, if you live in the UK, you can check out Lara. I don't know if you know them. And you can always do the summer school or just a workshop maybe. Or you can check out Travis Seymour. He has a school in London. He was one of my teachers. Really great guy, great artist. Maybe just do a workshop. I don't know if he does workshop. Yeah, it's too bad, Yasha, but you at least have internet. It's the biggest school in the world. So don't worry. But really, as an artist, another like advantage of the school is the networking. Because you have very easy networking, and after, when you get out of the school, like your job is not done. You still have to meet some people, sell your work. So this is when knowing this guy from school, knowing this person, and just having the prestige of the school, this is where it really brings an advantage. But as far as learning goes, I mean, internet is pretty powerful. Sketch session, it's £8 at Lara. It used to be £5. You talking about the Wednesday evening sessions? New Masters Academy. Oh, London Fine Art Studio. No, but I used to. I'm not living in the UK, but I used to. I lived there for 1 year, and I was at Laura in London. Okay. Well, I hope to at least finish all the fingers today. I'm gonna speed things up. Yeah, that's right, Snipes. And actually, I think that painting is probably one of the, like, there's not a lot of YouTube videos about painting compared to like playing guitar, for instance. There's tons of videos, and painting not so much, but it's still possible to learn a lot. Maybe not how to paint perfectly, but like the painting community on YouTube is very limited. You have a lot of artists just showcasing excerpts from their DVDs. You have a lot of these, and like traditional painting. Hi, Sinens. Yeah, it's been a while. Welcome back. Hi Joko. Well, the good thing about YouTube is that you can learn whenever you want. That's the good thing. You do have to, like you say, Arthur, distinguish bad advice from good advice, because like, of course on YouTube you have a little bit of everything. But like making your own research, doesn't take too long to find a good answer. It's actually crossed. And fingers have such a weird shape. It's amazing when you think about it. You think that most of us have the same bone shapes, and these shapes are so weird. And it's funny that all of us have the same shape. We all have these tiny things. How come? It's amazing when you think about it. You're a doctor, Yasha? We should, in that case, we should do a quiz by making you name all these little bones. Is it something a doctor has to do? Maybe when you're studying. Yeah, they have so many articulations. Actually, these don't move. All these, the largest bones, like they're stuck. They're stuck in between. Like they can move next to each other, like this, sort of. You can like create a round shape or a flat shape, but only these tiny things move. And actually, it's not really important to know exactly their shapes like I do. What matters is to see exactly at what point they are. So you see this articulation, and this one comes a little bit more forward, so it creates some sort of hexagon, like boom, 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 boom. And if you like, it creates some sort of shape like this, boom, like you only have to remember this. Don't necessarily need to do whatever all the things I do right now. I mean, it's good to know. I'm not gonna like learn the names or anything. We could ask Dr. Yasser for the names of these bones. The gesture of the connections. Yeah, probably. I think it's probably what I mean. Like, all these bones are almost irrelevant. You only need to understand that it creates some sort of... If you simplify the shape to the maximum, the only thing you need to remember as far as shape goes, is you have something like this with the wrist. It goes like this, so it's index, major, the next one, and the pinky here. After that, you can do whatever you want with the fingers, because the fingers move. So if you want to create a peace sign, it would go like this. And after that, the most complicated thing is to get the fact that the fingers are 3D. Like, everything moves around this. This shape doesn't move, so. Distal phalangeal bones, metacarpophalangeal bones. Bless you, Yasher. I think you tripped on your keyboard. So let me try to read. Distal phalangeal bones. So where are these? The big ones. And metacarpophalangeal bones. Are those? These are the metacarpophalangeal. Sorry for my pronunciation. I was good at English at school, but I did learn from. I also learned when I was, because I used to live in Germany too, and I did learn some German, some English and German at the same time. And yeah, when I was living in the UK, I learned a lot too. But I was already pretty good. because I have a lot of friends in the US, in the UK. So let me, yeah, you have proximal phalanges, styloid process of the ulna. Oh no, I didn't paint that. Carpal bones, oh yeah, proximal. Oh yeah, you said that. Proximal. No, you didn't say proximal phalanges, which are these ones. These are the proximal phalanges, middle phalanges, and terminal phalanges. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Like the weird one is with the thumb, because like basically all the phalanges have 4 parts, except the thumb, because like, no, it does have it. You only see 2 moving phalanges from the thumb, or 3 if you count this one, this movement. But there's actually the 4th part is like a small tiny piece right here. You can probably confirm that, Yasser. Like it shrunk, sort of this part that you see in all the fingers shrunk for the thumb, if I understand correctly, because like you have 1, 2, 3. The thumb is usually the most, one of the trickiest. No, it's not the trickiest, but like you can, no, it's not really tricky to draw, I mean, but it's very independent from the rest. All the other fingers, like if you have the index finger pointing in one direction, the next one is probably going to follow naturally, but the thumb can do pretty much what he wants. So basically all these 4 fingers are very linked together. Even when you're resting like this, you have this natural inclination of the fingers. The thumb is independent, but you have to understand that it moves from very high, like from here it can move. So it's cool, it's really cool. Really learning a lot. Okay, I'm gonna start doing all these little rocks, metacarpal bones, and I'll try to finish this. I'm gonna try to speed this up, because these bones are really irrelevant, I mean, for an artist. This start is the far away part. Distal, yeah. Proximal, median, distal, or my book says terminal. But yeah, I have another version that says distal. So what I do is Saturday I'll make a quiz to see if you remember. You remember some of this. Yeah, I'm working on this, Arthur, but it's probably not gonna be I've been working on this, but I'm not necessarily going to make a complete barg course. Not like this. I still need more work to make it more, how to say, I wanted to make it more my own course, because like barg is not the end. Barg is a starting point. So if you're just doing the barg and you don't know what to do next, it doesn't have a true value. Salut Tanguy. No floor, I know these. How many do we have here? There's like one with a weird shape. No, but I want to make them, I really want to use the bark, but I want to include them in a more like complete process. I just don't want to create one bark video and leave it like this. If I use bark, I want to make it more I can't express myself, sorry. I'm not gonna just make a bark video on YouTube just like this, just do one bark. If I use it, I'm gonna use it in a complete thing. I'm sorry, I can't speak English anymore. It's that time of the evening for me. Ah bah c'est bien, attends qu'il y ait bonne peinture avec, alors j'espère que ça va te plaire. Oh yeah, so if there's this series of videos for drawing barks, you should follow them. I didn't know about it, so you should you can just use them. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Da Vinci Initiative? I'll have a look. I'll have a look, because if I make something, I don't want to make the same. So these bones, I'm not making a true rendition of them. I'm making up the shape completely. Like a true doctor would probably see how bad the shape is, but yeah, they're so, for the artist, they are so irrelevant and not even gonna bother. Yes, I could make something on my Facebook for today. Yeah, it's true that we have the Sketchbook Wednesday. That I sort of forgot. Wow, from thumb to little finger. Trapezium, trapezoid, capitale, amate, pisiform, the upper one. Oh, I guess if you name them, I sort of have to care about them somehow. So, trapezium. Because I guess it looks like a trapezium. Well, it's bad that I don't make them properly, I agree. I'm gonna look for a better, another book maybe, where they might have all the little tiny bones. Let me see. I've got another view here. Okay, I'm going to try to make them properly. So they're seen from this side, trapezoid. So trapezium, trapezoid. Okay, I've got like different views in different books, different plates. Really changed. I've got one here that's not really the same. All right, so let's just reshape these tiny bones then. So this one goes. Let's refresh. So this one goes. This one like this. This is the trapezoid. Oh, my first book didn't have a very detailed view. Capitate. This is this one. Still looks like a big rock to me. But let's make things seriously. And next we have the hamate, which creates some sort of Hi Omar. Sorry, I missed your. Yeah, it's the glass piece, like Maya said, the glass piece of an old coffee table. So hamate, and then triquetral and pisiform. Wow. So the hamate is like this. Okay, so this is more like this, and there's another one. All right, so this one is wrong. So there's like another one here, which is called triquetral. In this tiny pisiform here. It's basically one rock on top of one rock, on top of a bigger rock. And then you have a it just looks like rocks. But still, it's knowledge. Yeah, there's scaphoid. You have, this is the big one. I didn't make it yet. Scaphoid and lunate. Yeah, lunate is this medium rock right here. So I've got to be careful about the junction. So the lunate is this one, and the scaphoid is just the next one. So it's more of an angle right here. But I don't know if I can trust all of my books. They don't all have the same view. And the trapezium goes something like this. And there's something here. I don't know if it's a hole in the middle. If it's a hole in the middle or what? Hard to say. Alright. Okay, this is not a perfect view, but at least there's just the right number. They probably don't have the right shape. But at least they have their existence. They exist. And there's just enough bones. Okay, so let's just refine the shape as artists, because we are still painters right here, not med students. So we want something with shadows, with lights. No, I'm not gonna remember them. Yeah, fair. It's not. No, I'm interested in. Learning their names right now. But I'm just an artist. I'm not a doctor. I will never have any use for their random shapes or whatever. Nothing will be of any use with them, except if I ever paint like a representation of a skeleton. But if it's the case, I'll just take back my my book. I can still try to remember them, but I don't think it's going to be very conclusive. Come back Saturday and ask me for them, their names. Oh yeah, that's a cool thing. I've never had a like skull anatomy app. Is it an app? You can get it on your phone. It could be a good, like, I could have a way better understanding of the shapes of these. But seriously, I don't know why I bother even. Just because if Yasha was not a doctor, I would not have bothered with this shape. and I would just have proudly say to everyone, all right, this is how it's done. From now on, guys, this is the shape of these bones. But because because we have a doctor here, I have to make an effort. It's free. Oh, I'll probably get it. That's a good idea. I should have thought about it, actually. I don't know if you can, maybe not in chat, but you can try. But it's possible that the chat is not going to let you. PC form is below Hamad. Yeah, this is what I thought too. PC form is below Hamate, but now from his, if I get it right, PC form is this tiny thing here, and Hamate is this big one. And there's triquet tral in between. Yeah, see you, Maya. Oh, you hurt your hand recently, and you know where the pain is coming from. I'm glad. That's good. I hope your hand gets better soon. So this is your Hamate killing you. I knew it. Ever since Yasser talked about it, I knew that Yamate was not good. This Hamate, well, first of all, it gives you trouble to paint. Yeah, Tricket Room. Exactly. Come on, Yasser, you don't know Tricket Room? It's not serious. Everyone knows Tricket Room, guys. Drawing and painting is better than laser eyes. Don't know about this. But for this one, it's actually working like X-rays. But I'm fortunate enough that some doctor did the anatomical study for me to paint from. So Yasser, question: does the cubitus, no, the ulna radius or cubitus, I don't know if you call it ulna or cubitus, does it touch the tiny pisiform? Is it touching here? Like here, this and this, are these touching, or is there a space? How big? Like, if the space is like this big, is it correct? No, it's not. It's not lead white. It's titanium white, or no? It's titanium zinc. A painting actually can have a sort of there's some effect on your brain. Like some people have actually invented like relaxation therapy through painting and drawing. So there's like there is a strong effect on your brain. Okay. No, it's not touching. Or, Omar, the other reason is that you're using too much turpentine and you're actually having some some worrying hallucinations or and I really hope it's not the case. Oh, you paint with acrylics. That's good. So it's a good sign. So it's just you're just relaxed by the natural flow of paint, which is a good thing. Enjoy it. You're just enjoying yourself. Happily painting. Oh, it's seen from. On my book, the hand is facing the other direction, so I have no actual idea. Right, whatever. Yeah, except that I suspect that Bob Ross was actually tripping. Yeah, not only that, but I think that the fact that he had all the time a huge bucket of turpentine just below his easel was for me part of his trippy experience day in, day out. Like he basically kept a huge bucket of mineral spirits just under his easel. It can't be good. And heating your brush like crazy in this big bucket is never actually a good idea either. Just being the devil of them, yeah, exactly. And also spraying millions of droplets of turpentine all over the studio, like in your clothes, on the walls, everywhere, for everyone to just enjoy. The turps may have sped up his death. Yeah, it's frightening, but he was really having a very bad, considering he was painting every day with a huge bucket of turpentine, just smelling all the air out of this bucket. It can't really be good. Like, he didn't have a small bucket, he had a huge bucket. Like, and yeah, but well, like, even with a good and well ventilated studio, like, even if the air moves out, it still passes through your nose somehow. I don't. Yes, like, even if your studio is nice and well ventilated, how can you not breathe some of it before it goes through the window? I can do X-ray studies in the hospital now. Yeah, just takes a little while. Okay, ma'am, see, your hand is fractured here, so the artist is going to paint it. So please don't move. Yes, I know, madam, you're crying, you're hurt, but the painter is going to carefully paint your how is it called? Hamate. Please don't move while we do that. And can you imagine, like, if X-rays were made by painters? Oh no, the artist is not satisfied with his work, so he's going to destroy his work. Can you stand back and sit for another 3 hours, please? That would be so funny. It would take a while. People would be so pissed off. I should make the highline. There you go. Yeah, well, but I mean, you do know that it's actually artists making all the illustrations in anatomy books. So I could specialize in this, or you could do that maybe, and join both your knowledge with the art. Yeah, so next time I'll probably make the study of the entire hand moving and with the flesh. I don't know if if I'll study the muscle. Maybe I'll do the next one, just another one, just almost like this, but just studying the muscle and tendons. Or if I make like some freehand studies of hands. We'll see. Oh, look at this. Like the real one next to the X-ray one. Kind of weird. But it was interesting. And I hope I remember them. Trapezium, trapezoid, amate, lunar. Some of these bones are protruding out of my skin. Yeah, I'm a bony person. But it's actually cool for anatomy because whenever I have a doubt, I can always like check with my own fingers. Because I can pretty much guess and really feel the bones. So I understand how things are made. I'm an X-ray representation of myself, which is kind of cool for anatomy as an artist. Alright, guys, I'm gonna leave you on this one. I'll see you next time on Saturday. Have fun and be nice and have fun painting. Bye, guys.